precision engineered. The next generation of automotive excellence is built right here.
To build a Toyota, we start at the source, the steel, engineered for ultimate strength and durability. Raw steel slabs are rolled into precision coils, customized for the vehicle's structural needs. Giant steel coils move effortlessly through the stamping facility, ready for formation. Massive hydraulic presses sculpt the flat sheets into complex body panels like hoods and fenders. Every stamped panel is immediately checked by laser sensors for micron-level dimensional accuracy. The body shop, where components converge to form the rigid skeleton of the vehicle. Hundreds of robotic arms perform a synchronized ballet of welding, creating the safety cell. Close-up on a laser welding robot, ensuring perfect, continuous seams on the roof and pillars. The underbody receives critical reinforcement welds, forming the platform for handling and durability. Precision measurement is non-negotiable. Our coordinate measuring machines verify structural alignment against digital models. The side frames are welded onto the chassis platform, forming the critical passenger safety cell. Close-up of a seam sealer robot applying a perfect bead of protective compound inside the wheel well. The entire roof panel is secured, often using a combination of laser and resistance welding for a smooth finish. Robotic grippers precisely place the heavy inner door panel structure, ready for welding. High-power spot welding robots permanently fuse the inner and outer door panels together. Jidoka. If a defect is detected, the line stops immediately, allowing human intervention to solve the root cause. A technician performs an ultrasonic inspection on a critical weld joint to check for fusion quality beneath the surface. The rear floor pan and trunk area are welded to the main frame, ensuring strength for load bearing. Close-up of the door and fender attachment points, manually checked for precise alignment by a worker using gauges. Robotic transfer system moves the body shell through a safety inspection station before the final closure. Kaizen in action. Teams reviewed data from welding points to continually refine process parameters. A laser tracker system monitors the car body in real time as it moves, capturing millions of data points. The intricate front fascia mounting points are welded, crucial for crash structure and panel gap consistency. Process control. Automated systems monitor electricity consumption for every weld to ensure consistent quality. Close-up of a specialized device checking the torque applied to critical structural bolts. The entire body shell is lifted and rotated by a massive jig for easier access to the undercarriage welds. Workers inspect hard to reach internal joints, using bore scopes, small cameras, to guarantee weld penetration. The hood and trunk lids are temporarily installed and manually adjusted for perfect alignment before moving on. Final visual confirmation by a senior technician who signs off on the body structure quality sheet. The finished body shell is moved to a cleaning station, preparing it for the paint process. The rear suspension mounting points are welded, a critical area for ride comfort and safety. A time-lapse shot showing the rapid assembly and welding of the internal door bracing and side impact beams. Digital simulation overlay showing the stress analysis, FIA, of the completed body structure under a crash scenario. Workers using specialized magnetic gauges to check the uniformity of the steel thickness across the body panels. The body shell passes through a light curtain sensor array to detect any misplaced or missing components before welding closure. The robust, completed body shell ascends on a conveyor, transitioning out of the body shop area. The front subframe mounting points are finalized and checked for precise geometric positioning. The completed bare body shell, rigid and perfect, prepares for its move to the engine plant. Next, we build the powerhouse, the engine and the transmission. Engine block casting begins with molten aluminum, poured with extreme thermal control.
High-speed CNC machines mill the cylinder heads and bores to tolerances measured in microns.
Inspection of the cylinder bore finish using specialized optical equipment to ensure friction is minimized. Automated insertion of valve seats and guides into the cylinder head. Workers carefully assemble the timing components, chains and gears, ensuring perfect synchronization. The highly polished crankshaft is carefully guided into the engine block by an automated system. Close-up of bearing caps being secured over the crankshaft, ensuring smooth rotation and minimal friction. Multi-spindle tightening robots simultaneously apply precise torque to all main bearing cap bolts. The piston and connecting rod assemblies are prepared, lubricated, and aligned for insertion. Automated gantry system simultaneously inserts all pistons into their respective cylinder bores. Close-up view from below, showing the connecting rod caps being attached to the crankshaft journals. Every critical bolt is checked using a digital electronic torque wrench, ensuring accuracy and accountability. The cylinder head is lowered and bolted onto the engine block, sealing the combustion chamber. The final stage of engine bolting, multi-spindle array securing the head bolts in a sequence pattern. The oil pan and valve cover are attached, completing the sealed engine package. The completed engine block moves on the conveyor, ready to be joined with the transmission unit. The finished engine is hot tested on a dynamometer, analyzing power and emissions before release. Transition to transmission production. High-speed cutting of gear blanks before heat treatment. The assembly begins with the transmission casing, clean and precisely machined. Close up on the intricate components of a planetary gear set being prepared for installation. Automated system gently lowers the complex planetary gear sets into the automatic transmission casing. For manual transmissions, skilled technicians meticulously align the input and output shafts. Synchro rings and shift forks are installed, ensuring smooth and rapid gear changes. The intricate valve body, the hydraulic brain of the automatic transmission, is carefully mounted. Automated system verifies the crucial end play and bearing clearance using laser displacement sensors. Multi-spindle robot secures the final transmission casing bolts, applying sequence torque. The completed transmission moves to the hydraulic testing rig for fluid pressure verification. The hydraulic test rig simulates shifts and pressure loads to ensure no internal leaks. Technicians monitor acoustic data and vibration to check for any abnormal gear meshing noise. The tested and verified transmission is lifted, ready to be mated with the completed engine unit. The completed powertrain, engine and transmission is prepared on its mounting frame, ready for marriage. Back to the body shop. Final sealants and anti-vibration compounds are applied to the chassis. The body enters the massive pre-treatment and electro-coat, E-coat dip tanks. The E-coat process ensures total protection against corrosion, reaching every corner. Automated sanding and cleaning prepares the surface for the aesthetic layers of paint. Inside the sterile clean room, Robotic arms meticulously apply the vibrant base coat color. Multi-axis robots navigate complex curves, ensuring every inch receives uniform coverage. The painted car body enters a high-temperature oven where the base coat is meticulously cured. Once cured, automated blowers and brushes remove any residual dust particles before clear coat. Robotic arms apply the clear coat layer, giving the paint its signature depth and reflective gloss. Close-up on the clear coat application, showing the smooth, self-leveling finish forming. The final cure. The clear-coated body enters another specialized oven for ultimate hardness and durability. Workers in white gloves perform meticulous visual inspection under a grid of specialized high-intensity lights. A technician uses a colorimeter to precisely measure and verify the paint color matches the exact standard. Automated optical scanners perform a 3D scan of the painted surface, identifying any microscopic imperfections. Small, precise polishing robots apply a final buff to edges in intricate areas, enhancing the shine. The vehicle then enters a light tunnel with various light sources to simulate different viewing conditions. The gleaming, perfectly painted car body emerges, ready for the next stage of assembly. Final assembly begins. The vehicle comes to life with interior and electrical systems. Wiring harnesses, the nervous system of the car, are meticulously laid out and connected. Installation of the complete dashboard module, seamlessly integrating infotainment and controls. Robotic arms apply the adhesive bead for the windshield, ensuring a flawless, airtight seal. The acoustic insulation and sound dampening materials are meticulously fitted inside the body panels. The pre-assembled carpet is laid down, ensuring a precise fit over the floor contours and wiring. The large headliner ceiling module is carefully lifted and secured into place by a specialized gantry. Close-up of workers connecting the overhead wiring for interior lights and sun visors. The heating, ventilation, and air conditioning module is installed behind the dashboard area.
That's the last one.
The complex steering column assembly is bolted into the chassis mounting points. The front seats, often pre-assembled modules, are lowered and bolted into the floor structure. Close-up of workers connecting the electrical harnesses for the power seats and integrated airbags. The rear seat bench and backrests are folded and clipped into their designated positions. Door panels, complete with speakers and window mechanisms, are snapped into place. Close-up of the worker connecting the power window switch module and door latch cables. The center console and shifter assembly are installed, integrating the main controls. Final interior quality check. A worker systematically presses every button and switch. The steering wheel, with the driver's airbag module, is secured onto the steering column shaft.